Nacho, Nacho Man, yeah. I got to be a Nacho Man, to be a Nacho Man. I got to be a Nacho Man.
Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness. I recently made a video essay about roleplay in Fallout 76, and how, contrary to popular opinion, I feel 76 offers more roleplay freedom than any other Fallout game. I also remember how the storytelling I did during the Evolution of a Settlement challenge was some of the most fun I ever had making content. So I decided to expand my character profile to the point where I guess you can call it fan fiction. I tried to weave my character's pre-war life into the known lore for the game series, and all dates and world events are from the Fallout Wiki timeline linked below. Please share, like, and subscribe. Our story begins long before the Great War of 2077 with Nacho's parents. I hope you enjoy. In 2042, a massive earthquake rocks Mexico City. Among the many orphans are Francisco Sanchez and Rosa Torres. Both are tweens, and they meet in one of the refugee caravans. A wave of desperate humanity slowly headed north toward the border. They are hoping against hope to enter the United States. Over the next 9 years, Francisco and Rosa fall in love and marry. They settle just south of the U.S. border near Juarez. Their union is marred by 2 miscarried pregnancies. Pollution, little food, and no prenatal care in the refugee camps mean that few pregnancies in the camps last long enough to result in a live birth. The few children that do survive a few days after delivery are often deformed or have developmental disabilities. In early 2051, U.S. economic sanctions begin destabilizing the Mexican government. Meanwhile, troops are massing on the border. The U.S. wants control of the Mexican oil reserves and plans to take the oil fields by force. An invasion is imminent. In November 2051, Rosa announces that she is pregnant for the 3rd time. Days later, the U.S. invasion of Mexico begins. Hoping to obtain more food and better medical care for his wife and unborn child, Francisco hatches a risky plan to use the chaos of the invasion to cross the border into the United States. He and Rosa have learned English and have perfected a Texas accent over the years, knowing it will improve their chances of finding work if they ever make it across the border. Also, they both have unusually light skin. Francisco spends the last of their money on forged identification papers. The papers won't stand much scrutiny, but fleeing civilians who look and sound like white Americans might have a chance of fooling the border guards. The plan works, and the young couple escape into the city of El Paso. However, El Paso is in a war zone, no place to stay until Rosa gives birth. The couple slowly make their way northeast on foot, hitching rides where they can. By January of 2052, they have made it as far as Ponca City, Oklahoma. Out of food, out of money, and out of hope, they throw themselves on the mercy of a small Catholic church. They have been exposed to Catholicism as children, but the church was gone as an institution in the Mexican refugee camps and border towns. They tell the parish priest everything, and unwittingly invoke the one thing that can persuade the priest to help them: the Catholic belief in the sanctity of life of unborn children. The priest doesn't tell his congregation the whole story, and lies by omission about Francisco and Rosa's origins. He also uses the names on the fake papers Francisco bought to get them across the border. Francisco Sanchez and Rosa Torres are now known as Frank and Rose Sanders. The parishioners have their own suspicions about the real story, but none feel compelled to say anything yet. Frank gets a job at the local oil refinery through connections in the church. The position includes a health insurance benefit. Rose finally receives the nutrition and prenatal care that she needs. For the first time, she brings a pregnancy to full term. Frank and Rose decide to name the boy in honor of the parish priest who saved their lives. To the great joy of his parents, little Nathan Sanders is born on United States soil as a full U.S. citizen on July 20th, 2052. However, their joy is tinged with sadness. Due to a botched procedure during the delivery, Rose will never have another child. Stay tuned for Chapter 1, Nathan's Early Years. Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.